Hello and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Debit, and with me is the wonderful Neha. How are you today, Neha?
I'm doing quite well, Debit, thank you. It's always a pleasure to sit down and chat with you. How about yourself?
I'm great, thanks. You know, I was thinking today's episode should be a little personal. Maybe we can talk about ourselves, our journeys, and of course, touch on one of the most exciting topics of our time, artificial intelligence.
That sounds perfect. Our listeners often ask us to share more about our lives, so why not? Why don't you start, Debit? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Alright, so I grew up in a small town here in the UK. I've always been fascinated by technology. As a child, I'd often take apart gadgets just to see how they worked, which, much to my parents' dismay, didn't always end well. Later on, I studied computer science at university, and that's when I truly discovered my passion for AI.
That's brilliant, and to be honest, I can relate. I'm Neha, for those who don't know. I was born and raised in London, but my family roots are in India. Growing up, I was surrounded by books, literature, history, and science. I actually wanted to become a writer at first, but eventually I found myself drawn into the world of technology. And AI, in particular, really captured my imagination.
Interesting. You know, AI feels like something out of science fiction, yet here it is, shaping our everyday lives. But before we get into that, let me ask you, if you had to describe yourself in just 3 words, what would they be?
Good question. I'd say curious, creative, and maybe optimistic. What about you?
I'd go with analytical, persistent, and probably a bit of a dreamer.
Dreamers are important, Debit. After all, AI itself began as someone's dream. Which brings us to our main topic today, artificial intelligence. What fascinates you the most about it?
For me, it's the way AI can learn and adapt. Think about it, machines that can recognize patterns, understand languages, even create art or music. It's extraordinary, but at the same time, it raises big questions.
Absolutely. One of my favorite aspects of AI is natural language processing, the ability for machines to actually understand and respond to us. It's almost like having a conversation with a friend, though of course, it's not quite the same as talking to a real human.
True, but it's progressing rapidly. Just imagine how AI assistants, for example, have already become part of our daily routines, helping us write, reminding us of tasks, even guiding us through new skills.
Yes, but do you ever worry that AI might replace too many human jobs?
That's the million-pound question, isn't it? Personally, I think AI will change the nature of work rather than simply replace it. There will always be a need for human creativity, empathy, and judgment. Machines can assist, but they can't replace the human heart.
I like that. Machines can't replace the human heart. And I also believe AI should be seen as a tool, one that we must use responsibly. It can help us with research, healthcare, even environmental protection. But it also comes with ethical challenges.
Exactly. Issues like data privacy, bias in algorithms, and the responsibility of developers, these are huge. It's why people like us, and many of our listeners, need to stay informed and engaged in these conversations.
I'd love an AI that could tidy my flat and make me a proper cup of tea. You know, the British way, strong, with just the right splash of milk.
Laughs. Brilliant answer. As for me, I'd probably want an eye that could remind me not to lose my keys every morning. Honestly, I spend half my day looking for them.
Laughs. That's very relatable. Well, this has been a lovely conversation, Debit.
Likewise, Neha, and to our listeners, thank you for joining us today. Remember, AI is not just about machines, it's about people and the choices we make.
Take care everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode.